Good morning from Lisbon for the very first episode of Daily Coffee. I will talk with professional gambler Rob Furber and OGAE delegation member from the Netherlands, Erik Bolks. We are starting with the second semi-final today. What are your expectations of that semi-final, Rob?
I think a lot of people are waiting to see Jessica perform for Australia.
We definitely are.
I bet, yeah. Australia's been very popular on the outright. I think it's come into maybe about 9-1 now, pushing second favouritism, I think, behind Israel. So there's a lot of expectation there. Interested to see what they do in terms of staging. I'm not entirely convinced that Australia is a contender for the win at this point, but I'm open-minded.
Is there any entry in this semi-final that is or could be a contender for victory?
It's a great question. I think actually semi-final 1 is stronger for me than semi-final 2 as things stand, but you know, staging can change things. You know, something might improve and look a lot better in semi-final 2. Norway is another interesting one. Obviously, it's opening semi-final 2, and again, it's been well backed. I think it's down to about 14 now. I can see it being a big televote hit, but jury-wise, I think that might be where it comes unstuck.
I see you nodding your head, Erik. Same thoughts about Norway?
I think Norway will have this kind of same act as they had in the national final, with these drawings in the camera. Of course it will do good because Rubik is a real performer. He's not an entertainer or singer, he's a performer. And that will do good with the televote, so I agree on that one. Myself, I'm looking forward to Russia. I'm really wondering how they're going to stage this.
And how it's going to sound, to be honest.
Well, it's going to be sounding awful, or they switch off her microphone and let her backing sing, because we've seen her performing at Moscow Party. It was really horrible. I was thinking someone in the audience was singing along. And then the camera moved, so it must have been her.
We talked about Alexander, former winner, coming back to Eurovision. We also have a former runner-up coming back from your country and my country. Waylon, what do you think of his chances this year?
I don't think his chances are this big, but I just like the fact that he's doing something completely different. He's trying to rock this whole house. Well, the problem is there are some more rock songs in this contest this year, so I don't think it will be in top 10, but if it reaches the final, it'll be number 18 or something.
I remember from Copenhagen, Rob, you were one of the first guys we spoke back then who said, come on Linux, this could be a contender for victory. Waylon this year?
Yeah, I'm not so keen on Waylon's chances. I find the song a little bit dated. It's kind of like a Bon Jovi song from the 90s. I mean, he's obviously brilliant as a performer. He's really good. But no, the Common Linux was something else. It was that amazing chemistry they had, and the staging was just exceptional.
We also hope to see some surprises every day at the Eurovision rehearsals. Which country, it's always difficult to predict a surprise, otherwise it wouldn't be a surprise, but which one could be a surprise? One country, both?
For today, maybe Moldova, because of the positive energy they will give, because the other songs in this year's contest are quite depressive, if I may say so. It's one of the few happy songs, so it will stand out, just like Hey Mama last year from Moldova.
And for you, Rob?
Yeah, I mean, I think Moldova 2 is an interesting one. I think it's going to be staged really well. I think they have good people behind them. It's going to be professional. It is catchy. I don't think it's as strong as Moldova last year. No. But yeah, I mean, Russia would be the other one. I mean, what's going to happen there? It's going to be fascinating to see that one.
Enjoy your day, both. Thanks for your time and thanks for the coffee.
Cappuccino, please.
Yes.